Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Papon Chandra Bir. My ID is 221154727. So here our project name is WeShare. Here user can post their content and as a guest user they can see latest posts and they also can view their post by clicking read more. And here the user can log in using their email. Here there is no email ID or password, so this will see as blank email and password. Now we are showing an error. That means the password must be 6 characters long. Here in register. They are also showing error because I didn't select an interest. So here we are selecting an interest. There, so we have to fill these gaps. So here we can see that the username must be 3 to 20 characters long and the password must be 6 characters long. We didn't do this because that's why we are showing error. So now I will be showing the backend of this project. Here we use JavaScript validation. So here we use email validation and we use function validate email. And here is the email regex and we have password validation used. Here is the password must be 6 characters long. So here is the username validation and here is the username regex. So here is the validation for name, post title, post content validation. Here is the login form validation. So here the email and password must be filled. Uh, and here is the registration form validation. So the registration form must contain email, username, email, password, full name, and the input. So that's it for the validation. Here you can see there will be show some error message. That's all for validation. And here is the view. Here you can see the login page for the backend. So here we we connect we call the validation function for login, and here we also call the validation function for the registration, and, and then in the header we connect the validation JS function in the header, and in login we use first header and in the bottom line the footer. So that's it for me. My next teammate will present his his part next. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Myself Tajbir Santo. My ID is 2211555591. So now my part is basically the user profile. Here I can register a new user for it, like my name is Santo and email at the rate email dot com. 1, 2, 3. And I can also select my interest. So my preference will be gaming and sports. sports gaming. So the user successfully created. So now I will log in it. So Santo gmail.com, it's my Gmail, and on this I have successfully logged into my profile. So here I can see the post I interest, that is basically here. So gaming here is my interest and in the game, and sports, football session and basketball. The sports is the preference I chose to create my profile. So my works was in profile section. So in profile I can see that my username Santo and full name Tajbir Santo created here. So here you can also see the my interest here. So I can also see my post. So I haven't created any post yet, and I can also edit my profile here. So in edit basically my I can also change my interest here. So now I want to change my interest to business. So I can update it. So I can see more business here. Now I will talk about the backend. So in my section, so user controller, firstly I will show. So user controller, here is a function constructor of user, the who created the profile. So profile required login must be to see the profile user must be login. Required login function called here. So after creating the profile, the user controller file also shown the public function for edit profile function. Here I can collect the data from collect the function from get current user and current user interest. All of these are there. So here also models, in the models basically my main working function is there. So class user is created, table one username. So after creating the database in the database the user is created a table. So so in the user controller function I call the create function. So here it is the uh, creating category. So how we created his uh, profile here is showing. So find the email function and verify password verification process is also here. So I do this function update interest. So I also create a class for public function. So update interest I create a function here. Basically a class. So my next will be so the interface HTML file is also the edit profile, and what I can see in the profile section is basically here in this users profile view folder, user viewer of edit and edit profile and profile section. So in profile section I can see the basically HTML file here, what is showing page container here, and also the class of the function I created in other classes like users and user controller. So in its profile here is also the same thing happened. So that's it from me. My next image will show it.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Muhammed Riyazus Salehin, ID 221155592. So here we can see the newsfeed or post page of our project. Here this page is shown before the login phase, as we have not logged in yet. Here we can see the posts. For this part in post controller PHP. First, we have created a class named post controller. In here, we have first added a constructor, then the public function home, where we are using using this if by get current user ID, and included view sports home.php. A public function named detail is used when we are clicking read more. Like in this post, we are using read more, and we can see the details of this post. And when want to go back to home, then we have the public function named create. In this create method, we must be logged in before we post something. In this case, first we need to log in. As you can see, now we are logged in. So here in this page, we can see the posts um, as per our interests. As usual, we in order to see the details, we can go to read more and see the details. And using by clicking in this like button, we can like the post or anything. This like function is shown in using this toggle like. Here, if we like a post, the post is like and count is incremented by one as we like the post. After that, we can create a post by clicking the create post. Like title, we say diu, content, suppose A, B, C, D, and we can choose category like education and choose file for like pictures. Let's say this one and create post. Here we can see we have a minimal request of like the title must be between 5 and 10 characters long. So we say diu cse, and the content must be at least 10 characters long. So let's say we going for E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Now if you want to create, you can see the post is created. This function is done by using this create function. Then we have the function named edit, where we can edit our post, and then we can delete our post, and we can see the posts I have already posted. Like if we want to edit something in our post, we can just come here and edit this. You can see the post is now updated. And in order to delete something, we can simply click on the delete, and the post is deleted. And as we have already deleted my posts, so we can see you haven't created any posts yet. This is for the post controller. Now for these pages I have shown here, the HTML part is here create.php. Here we have the HTML works of the create page. Like we have a create post, form container, and etc. And the my post for this view, we used HTML part here. And after logged in, we can see the overall posts as per our interests. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Myself Chowdhury Muhammad Samiul. My ID is 221155058. So now I'm gonna discuss about the rest of the part of our project. So before that, I will go quick overview of our project. So in the home page, what are you seeing is this is the guest view. When a user is not log in, they can see any post from uploaded in recent date. So if I log in, suppose, So after login, the post we're seeing this is interest based post. If I go to my profile, so there you can see what are my interests is art, book, business, and education. So the posts are related to art, book, and business. Here we can see the post category is art. Then this post category is art. This is for books and so on. With the beside those, other posts are not visible to this. Also, we can like those posts and we can read the details of the post. Okay. So that's all for the post. If we go to my post, you can see there are no posts yet created yet. If I create one post, suppose. So here you can see the my post, and also if I go to the home, I cannot see the post because the category is was gaming, and in my profile I am not interested in gaming. If I edit my profile, suppose I if I click the gaming that my interest and update my profile, and then I go to home, then I can see the post also here. Okay, so that's all about the our uh, basic project. Now going to discuss about the code. Okay, so if I discuss from the beginning, so our project is using MySQL database and following MVC pattern. So if I go to the my controllers, there are basically three controllers. One for is authentication, one for is post, and another one for user. If we start begin from the auth controller, we can see the controller is asking for the user model, category model, and session. Session is for login logout, storing the login logout session. So in our auth controller, we can there is a method for login, and another one is for registration. After the successful login, the page is redirected to home, and also after successful registration, the page is redirected to home. So here we can see we are getting the data using post method, and these are the values, and we are checking some conditions here. And after that, we are calling the register.php view. So if we go to the view and go for the auth section, here is the auth section. Here we can see login and registration part. So in login, there are the total logic are here and the front end are here, and for the registration, the total logic are here. Okay, that's it. And if we go to post controller, there are similar function and post controller. So post controller, we can this method is for showing the for all post tests. So here is a condition for guest user. We show for guest user we show this part all post, and for the login user we show the get post by user interest. So this method is called from the post model. If we look at the models, here are four models. So one is category, one is like, one is post, and one is user. If we want to visit that this method, we go to the post.php model. So here we can see the get post by user interest. Here is a SQL command. It will search for the post with that interest uh, in a limit 50, so that the uh, home page is not flooded with many much posts. So if we go through the other methods in this model, here we can see there is a create method, there is a find by ID method. Why this method is used for showing the details of the post. Again, there is a get all post for the guest user, and get post by author. So this method is used when we used to show my post or my own created post. This is for update, and this is for delete, and this is for the like count count. So here we can see the like query. Okay, for like we are using another table. Let me show you the table. So here is our database. So there are five five table. So for the in like we created a different table. So it's called post like. If we go to this, we can see that the post ID nong 3 is liked by user ID nong 17. Also the post 3 item also liked by 16 nong user, and so on for the our category table. This is our post table. So all the posters here, and this is our user table, and finally this is the user interest table. So here we can see the relational table. User 1 is interested in category num 10 and also 13. So again, if I further detail the our code, there is a part is session, which is for storing the login and logout of user. In the config there is a database connection code. And finally, if I want to show you the routing, so we go for the public folder and then index.html. So basically here are our all routing are here. So you can see, if we go to home page, and then it will call the post controller. If we go to login page, it will call the authentication controller, and so on. So in here we can see the if we want to edit some post, so there we can do that. For delete, with there is also uh, route for that, and for toggle there is this route used for like. So here are our CSS file for this project. Here are uploads. If we upload any post, the page image is stored in here. uh, and finally these two folders, setup and seeders. So first of all, understand the setup. The setup.php is basically for creating the tables when we first initialize our project, and here we can see that is create the categories table, users table, interest table, and then post table, etc. And also here we can see we can call this by PHP command. And in our seeders folder we are just generate fake data using our seeders. So the seed.php file is controlling the all other file like setup seeding, and then download images and database seeders. So database seeder is basically used for seeding the query and the categories, predefined categories. Setups and the download images basically for downloading fake images, and the setup setting is combining those data seeder and download image. And in our seed.php we are just calling those commands. So that's all for us. Thank you.